sugar in my bones. Just need the one excuse. Any which way but loose. Just need the one excuse. I wanna see why you still have a hold of me. Can't you see the good guy love that's me? And there's no need for you to turn your back on me. And all it seems is not what it is meant to be.
To 2018. I'm Erin Healy, joined by John Greenfield. We have the Townsville Chemical X playing the UNSW StubBaes, and we are underway. We've got, a great grab there by Townsville Chemical X, Daniel Jacob. Looking for some upfield options, swings. And just a little fumble there, and they can't keep possession. So now StubBaes get their first chance at a goal.
A typically nervous start, would you say, for an important game?
I'd say so. Got to shake out those drops. We've got William Norton walking towards the disc. A nice undercut there on the sideline by Selena Chan. Kiki, she's a rookie. Back to Norton. Up that sideline again to Alonso. Not much in the way of a cut. Back to Norton. Happy to swing. And he's put it up. And there's a block. Alonso can't quite get there. That was Phil English with the block.
Great D from Phil English. Saw the cut up the line, made the distance, and he's going to pick it up. We've got to be careful with preservation of greatness here, Erin.
Yep. Alonso getting low on the mark. Nice pop over there to Jacob.
I think Jacob tried to get a sneaker cut in there after the pick was called. Nice try. He's just sort of getting in the head of Will Norton.
That disc is coming back in on about one, so they've still got some time for those cuts. That's a great undercut there from Kevin Fong. A nice gainer. Looking for the huck, and there it goes. We've got a few under it. Will it sail out the sideline? That's a great D.
There's experience there from Will Norton. He just paced up to that, timed his jump, and UNSW are back on offense.
Norton's going to walk that one slowly back up, give his team a chance to catch their breath. And there's the deep cut, but it's not on. Centers it across. Just out of the hands there.
Don Doe getting an early start on his cut. It hasn't paid off. Now he's playing D. They're on the doorstep.
Looking for an option. A lot of people in the area for Townsville. I think a picks. It might be an injury has been called further downfield.
This is bad news for the Townsville team. One of the talisman, he actually played in Newcastle for quite a while with I-beam, but looks like he's done something here. And
that's Kevin Fong hopping off the field.
Looks like an ankle. That's really bad news, and I hope the Townsville team get up and support him. At the moment, he's just got a guy over him saying, "You'll be right."
It's a real shame. That's not what we want to see on day two. It's not what we really want to see ever. We've got Malenfant with the disc, looking for an option. And he gets a nice goal there. Sticks out of hand. We've got Phil English with a great grab for the first goal of the game.
The real question there, Erin, was Phil English the intended target?
I'm not sure, but he made it happen.
Yeah, he stuck the claw out. I'm not sure that was actually for him.
Got to get those stats.
Exactly right. Well, we've now got Kat Smith has come over to help Kevin Fong. And he was looking forward to this game, so this is really Devo if he's now out. He has had problems with his ankles in the past. All right, well, that's a hold for Townsville, Erin, but They did it the hard way.
Yeah, that's a real shame. Let's see how they can rally, make up for a lost player.
So now we have their captain, Ronaldo Artiga. This Townsville team, a lot of them alum or current students of JCU. And Ray, being an exceptional handler, puts a good pull up, and he might have pushed that out. Now that's the wind, Aaron, has really died off. We basically do not have our northerly breeze, which has been a feature of the tournament so far. Well, StubBaes do not mind having a brick mark here. I've never seen someone walk the disc up any slower. Finally has got there. So I mean, that's...
Sutton cutting up a storm.
Good throw up the line there. StubBaes moving this way. There's a pick.
It is a bit of a person mash out there. A lot of bodies going a lot of ways. I'm not surprised there's a few picks so far.
Jessica Jones just wiping a hand on the ground. Obviously, a bit of a slippery disc. Looking for options. Gets one up the line on the open side. Townsville are going to have to shut that open side down. Dump and swing. Very nice flow. Back in the hands of Jessica Jones, who pumps one. Oh, and a good grab.
Sutton.
I'd like to see that again. That was an interesting look from Jessica Jones. She had to get over a couple of defenders, but very nice vision there to spot Emily Sutton in the end zone. And that's a hold for the StubBaes.
Yeah, that's a really nice look. UNSW looked very in control that whole point.
Yeah, they certainly did a lot more comfortably than Townsville, but I think the Townsville team just emerged. There's a lot of talent on this team, Aaron.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think they're only just warming up.
Yeah, we've got StubBaes coming into this undefeated and Townsville only having one loss just before this. So we'll see how they handle that.
Yeah, you wonder mentally how that might have affected them. But I think they're young, they just enjoy playing, you know.
Yep. Maybe it's lit a fire. They're
Yeah.
going to make sure of this one. We've got StubBaes coming out on defense. That's a very nice pull to the back of the end zone by Sean Reed. Looking for options. Townsville shoot one to the break side. Can he get there? No. A little bit out in front of that receiver. We've got Alonso walking to the disc. Sutton has his dump. Let's see if they can get some options. Some jinky cuts upfield. Staying up that sideline. Lamb with a great grab. She had to go to her knees for it. Looking for options. Sutton doing hard work in the dump space. Pops one over the top. Nice dump swing now. Back with Alonso. And they're right on the doorstep now. And Sutton, oh, so close. It was a good shot to...
Yeah, I think the pace of the disc there just surprised her. And it sort of threw her before she should get her hands around it. Wow, Townsville get a life on this offense. But they're on their end zone line.
We've got Malenfant with the disc. Sends a nice gainer to Jones. To Jacob, sorry. Looking for options. Nice swing there. Lots of space. Townsville really working the whole field. Oh, and there's the block. by Selena Chan, the rookie, already making an impact on this game.
Great closing speed there.
We got Sean Reid picking up. Looking to dump to Chu. Chu's going deep and he's put it up. A few defenders under it and Chu gets the grab. Not quite a goal. Oh, there's a pick called. Sends it back in upside down fashion.
Nonchalant scuba back to Sean Davis. Sean Reid, who has happy on his shirt. See if he keeps that up.
Some borrowed shirts happening.
Malafont just asking for clarification. Well, that was a really good grab there from Chu. Two defenders descending on him. No wonder he didn't want to give that disc back.
Disc coming in on 5, so he's going to want to get it going pretty quickly, and he's got to huck it. That's high stall count, but luckily he has Sutton under there, and Sutton gets the goal. Will not be denied again.
Sean Reid there. At the mark there, Malafont did a really good job of preventing the dump cut from the dump throw. So Reid was left with a little option with a high stall count. But had enough juice on that to get over the defender into the end zone.
Oh, Emily Sutton just reaching out with one hand, unfazed. She has got both of the UNSW goals so far.
Okay, well, that's the first break of the game. But now this breeze has just picked up a little bit. It seems to be coming from the south now, so that's away from the cameras. And now their captain, Ray Artiga, galvanising his troops for this offence. They need to hold here.
Let's see if he can keep this pull in. His last one sailed out. Let's hope it's not another brick.
Jones with a pull. Gilbert. So Ray. They're working through the centre of the field here. Bit of a spread, very nice catch there. Bit of a bobble, but just out of the hands. Well, I bet they rushed that a bit, didn't they, Erin?
Yeah, Jack Hutchinson. It was a great cut, but he just couldn't quite get there. That disc was going pretty fast.
StubBaes with another chance here for a break. Will Norton. Well, I'll tell you one thing about the StubBaes. They're very slow walking around. Look at this. Look at Will here. Oh, yeah. No.
Casual as.
No worries.
I guess take a break when you can get it. They might be anticipating an intense game.
Scuba straight away to the front of the stack. Big put there from Don Du. Can't get the receiver, Tom Ho. He just had a little bit of blade on that. If he managed to keep that flat, Erin, I think Tom Ho would have been onto that.
Yeah, all these cuts are good. It's just the throws that aren't quite matching up at the moment.
All right, the captain, Ray Artiga, coming back. What can they do here? Long cut.
There's another huck.
No problem at all there for Malafont. It gets it across to Daniel Jacob for the goal.
Wow. A game of tennis. Just boys hucking to boys, but it came off for Townsville that time, so.
I'm getting a neck strain here, Erin.
Yeah.
But I've played against Ray, and yes, he does love, he's got very, very good throws, so he really is always looking for deep receivers. And I think Jana Malafont is a US import and a friend of Ray's. I don't think there was any doubt where that was going to go.
Yep. Yeah, this wind definitely blustering around. It felt like it was coming from behind the camera before, but now it's in our faces. So it's a bit unpredictable. Not sure which team is going to be able to read this one better.
Yeah, I think we're in the dominant breeze now. It still shouldn't. This shouldn't be enough to affect their throws.
We'll find out.
So we're seeing Artiga staying on the pitch. He'll be pulling this one.
StubBaes with another chance at offense. The hands up. Up goes the pull. That one's better. Looks like it'll stay in. Just out the front of the end zone. Not much happening. A bit of a poachy look there by Townsville. Looking a bit unconcerned. Back to Wickramer. A few little 1-2s. They're working it up the field. A nice throw through the cup. Tacoma. Working it through. Sean Reid getting a few passes in there. Really nice look through the cup back to Tacoma. On the doorstep now, looking for the goal. There's a break throw.
Oh.
We got Doe getting a great grab. Still passing it around. Can they get in there? Not much on. Oh, beautiful break throw. Wow, for the goal to Jessica Jones. What a great point for StubBaes. They just looked unconcerned by the defense there. Happy to just work it right on in there.
Oh, that's trademark Ash Wickramer. Beautiful inside throw. And very good lead there from Jessica Jones.
Yeah, you can see again he gets really low. Oh, what a throw.
Well, at this point in the game, StubBaes looking very confident, very composed with the disc.
Absolutely. Wickramer really running that point. He was getting, I want to say, every second throw.
Very experienced thrower. He's played with Colony and played this year at WCC in the mixed division with the Frisky team, and he has played Frisky for a number of years now.
Yeah, this StubBaes side, very young and university-based or recent university alum, but with a lot of experience too.
Malafont now. Oh, there's some confusion. Gee, this is not good. A couple of passes and they've turned it to short field now for StubBaes. Sean Reid. Reid having to work.
Oh.
Can't get that reset.
Really nice layout bid, but just out of his hands. He's put it deep.
And that's not going to work, but at least Townsville have some position.
Great cut by Cara Dugan. She was almost there, but that throw just a bit too fast, a bit too low for her.
Okay, Sean Reid now with the disc. Getting across to Jack Skelly. Rangy type. That one too far in front. Skelly puts his hand up to apologise. So it's not now. Laura connect. Tries to connect. And does so.
Oh.
To Phil English. And he wants to finish, and he does. That's English to Malafont for the goal. But it was all about the grab there, Aaron.
Wow, yeah, some risky throws made for some good receptions.
I think Laura Connect must have just seen Phil English somewhere in the vicinity and just put it up for him.
Yeah, we can see it again.
That is pretty much straight into the middle of the pack.
Yeah, that pack didn't take long to... Oh! Just elevates.
And you could see he's the kind of character who wanted to finish this off with a goal, and he does that to Malafont. Well, they're looking scrappy, but they're hanging in there at the moment, Erin.
Definitely. Not quite as pretty, perhaps, as the StubBaes offense, but look, they're getting it done. They have been trading so far this game. Neither team has whipped out any zone defense yet. It's all been match so far.
Yeah, I think the conditions are too calm there. They want to stick with man.
Yeah, too still, too nice.
A lot of chatter on the sideline here, Erin, about downfield options from the Townsville. They don't feel like they're getting the downfield options.
Yep. That's Artega with the pull again. This one stays in. It's about the brick mark. Dondo picks up. A nice inside throw. Looking for Don again, but can't find him. That's Daisy Wang, sends it back to Bernardino. A nice gainer there. Oh, and it hits him on the chest, but he gets it back. What a great grab there. They're working it up that sideline. Dondo sends it. It's just a little too far for the receiver there. It was a good look, but maybe a little bit too much muscle on that throw.
That's the first time we've seen StubBaes rush a throw in that position.
We've got Malafont walking the disc up. And Tom Ho on the mark. That's a nice swing across the end zone to DePerna. A nice one-handed grab there. De Hollander sends it up the field a little bit. Townsville working hard. Dondo almost gets the block. And he sent it deep. Got a few under it. Nice, easy grab there.
Just trying to see who that was.
I think that was De Hollander again with the grab.
It's the older sister of Rob De Hollander. So the captain there stepping up.
Oh, there's that grab again by Ho. Had a second go at it.
There's the captain, Ray Artega, putting it up for Hollander. Good grab, good
really
throw.
Good.
So the first chance they get at a break back, and they take it,
Yep.
Townsville. It's a good sign for them.
They continue trading.
And it'll be interesting to see how StubBaes respond.
Yeah, both teams looking a little more high energy that point, trying to get those blocks, trying to work it fast. And Townsville came out on top of that one. Didn't rush, just worked it right on in.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a style that suits StubBaes. I think it definitely suits Townsville. They'll play a looser. They're a more athletic team, like to just rely on their athleticism. StubBaes, I think, would prefer some more machine ultimate, just working it through the hands.
Yeah.
We're off again to Wikrama. We're seeing a zone for the first time here. It's definitely surprised the StubBaes team. They're not really prepared for it. There is Ho getting that. Nice little flick. They're carving through this at the moment. This is a sort of offense that StubBaes want to rely on. Nice and calm, working through the hands.
Oh, the
As I
hammer.
say that, Chu puts it up, and it's snapped up by the Phil English, the tall receiver. He moves it on to Malafont.
Oh,
Great bid there.
wow.
So that was Chu getting it back for his team after he threw that horrible hammer, and as soon as he threw that, he looked back to the sideline and exasperated at his option.
He knew. We were warned there would be some upside down throws from him, and he's delivered. Followed by a scuba that could have been a backhand from Townsville, but why not?
Jess Jones now. Oh, great bid from Malafont. Doesn't get it back to Jones. They're carving through the centre here. And StubBaes looking quite comfortable moving through the zone. Wickrama moves to the sideline to Dang. Now it's with Gilbert. Back to Wickrama. This is, oh, the no-look scuba from Wickrama.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, look, I don't think that is the option for the Townsville defence. Now I've seen that. StubBaes looking very comfortable against the zone.
Yeah. A lot of interesting throws that point, but you can't argue with it when it gets the goal.
Well, we're seeing Kevin Fong come back onto the field. That's a good sign. Aaron.
That's good. We'll try and get an update on what happened there. Luckily, it doesn't look too bad.
I'll just
Yeah, so Townsville tried that zone look, but against throwers like Wickrama, who just gets right down low, wasn't too effective. StubBaes looked very comfortable just moving it right through.
Yeah, don't know if you picked that up, but yeah, Cat Smith was tending to Fongers. So Kevin Fong there has rolled his ankle. Hopefully he's got a bit of tapage on it now. Okay, so very good pull into the back of the end zone. This is Ray here pointing to his receivers. Doesn't get the option he likes. Now it's with Fongers immediately. He's a flashy player. To the hands of Jones. This is a good little cup here. Very active three-person cup. But with Ray and Fongers popping and moving the disc, you get the feeling that they'll just keep working it up that sideline. Fongers back with it. Good throw up the line to Jones. Jones puts it in front to Hutchins. Couldn't get there. Aaron, they were looking really, really comfortable there. Then there was just a leading pass, that one in the red zone that didn't make it.
Yeah, I think it was definitely the right look. Their flow was good, just the execution wasn't quite there.
So Chu now. And StubBaes with a chance to break. Doesn't get the option he wants, needs a reset. That's a good reset over the head to Doe. Doe gets it to Reed. Reed pumps a big backhand. Oh, he had that lined up. The receiver.
I think he maybe thought he had to work a little harder than he did. Probably could have caught that standing up.
And Ray takes no time at all moving that disc on to Jones. Jones back to Ray. Hutchins. Now they've broken out of the cup, and it's looking quite dangerous with Jeffrey the disc. You can see they love to move, how fast the Townsville team likes to move the disc. Back in the hands of Ray. Reed riding him. Well,
that
it's
one was very
called
close
out. It's called out, and the Townsville receiver agrees. Good spirit. Cleared up very quickly.
DePerna there trying to get that goal, but just feet on the line.
So here we are again in the same corner. Same thrower. Chu. Same problem. He gets it up the line. Oh, no. Great defense there from Ray. Gets the disc back. That was all him. Pumps one across the field. And that's a goal there to Jones. No.
Looks like a pick called on that one.
Yeah.
Not surprising, he had a heap of space.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack Skelly called that one.
Now, so Townsville having to keep working that.
Oh. There it is, Sean Reid with the block, and now he's pelting deep. Dondo wants to throw it, but it's not on.
Fonga's had to sell the farm there to prevent the hark to a completely open Reid downfield. He now waits for his troops to follow. Skelly, back to Reid. Skelly now with the goal.
There it is. Wow, that fast movement there on the turn by StubBaes just really catching Townsville off guard.
And that was a shame there. Thong had done the hard work to get into the reset position, but the pass was a little bit short for him.
Oh.
There was the rather strange drop from Skelly. He'll want that back again.
Big point for Skelly.
Yeah, he certainly made up for it. He ended up scoring.
He did.
And there's another look at that sideline bid. Townsville knocking on the door a few times there. They'll be disappointed if they didn't finish that point.
Yeah. Both of these teams loving the quick movement, getting it going. And they're still trading. No team has gotten 2 in a row yet.
Yeah, this game really tightening up. I did think, Aaron, that we're going to see a Stubby start to pull away with their composure, but the athleticism of Townsville is starting to make an impact.
Yeah, it's really met them in the middle, and you can hear the sideline in that point really heating up. I think both teams are a little bit more in this after maybe a slightly slower start. All right, the pull goes up. Townsville on offense. Nice leave there. That one's a brick. Just sailed out the side. We've got Connect with the disc. Oh no, that one's been left for Malenfant. Brings it to the middle. Just playing out of a vertical stack now. Defense looking pumped. They're on their toes. That's a nice cut from Jacob going deep. It's not on. Dumps to Connect. Gives it back to Malenfant. Wants the huck. Elects not to. Nice breakthrow there. Hits Jacob. Back to Connect. Oh, Townsville want this huck. Malenfant's got it, and he puts it to the end zone. To the receiver, De Hollander. She gets another goal. There you go. Nice and easy up that high side.
That was a very nice look. It's not the easiest throw doing those longer, blady flicks. We saw it in the last game. So that was really impressive. Just a nice pup up the line. Sees the receiver with some separation. And that's Hollander's second.
Yeah, Don Doe on defense probably won't be too happy with that one. That throw could only come off because he was beaten a little bit, couldn't quite put the force on.
We did get a chance in that point, Aaron, to see the Townsville offense structure. And they run vertical stack with the front of the stack going long and the back of the stack coming around the break side. And they try to hit that. Didn't work, but in the end, that person that was the front of the stack, Daniel Jacob, ended up getting on that break side into an acre of space. So nice structure from Townsville. paying off in the end.
Yeah, a really great point for Connect as well. Injecting herself in there, getting every second pass, making it easy for those boys to work upfield.
All right, we've got a 5-all game. Big pull, lefty, keeps it in to Wickrama. Off to Jones. A little bit messy downfield, gets it to Sano. They're working it down the right-hand side quite comfortably at the moment. Centers to Wickrama. Pick call. Yeah, they're playing a very bunched stack. I'm not surprised to see a pick coming out of there. Dang, they're popping out with too much space. Clearly, Ray Artiga getting stuck there. A huck straight away. Not in my house, says Phil English. Oh, but he does not preserve the greatness. And now Wickrama just walking up to this. He could have walked a bit slower in that case. But no, beautiful pass.
Sutton, Emily Sutton again just cleaning up this game. What a receiver.
So that's her 3rd goal, Erin.
Yep, she is on fire. Quite a young player, played for New South Wales in the under-22s team last year on the women's side, but showing she is an absolute asset in mixed as well.
Well, I think for her, it's been the timing of her cuts in the end zone, which has been her secret of her success.
She's got that vision.
Love watching Wickrama throw. He's got a very nice style, really gets down on his throws.
Yep.
We can see here a replay of that. Watch him get down, put all the weight onto that right foot. Very balanced when he threw it, but just great timing from Sutton for the goal.
Yeah, and Kevin Dang working very hard that point, getting that block.
Yeah, it's an interesting game. You can see whenever the disc goes up, Townsville have got the athleticism to bring it down, but they're not sure that they've got the patience that StubBaes have.
Yeah, you can tell that StubBaes have those really tight connections. You can tell they've probably played together for a few years on the university side, and it's really paying off.
Erin, do you want some of my coffee?
I'll have a sip.
Okay, I'll cover you. So this pull's gone up.
We've got Connects with the disc, bringing it to the sideline. Not a brick, but it bounced out. Nice backhand up the line. Holgate with the disc now. Looking for options, not much happening. Has to dump it. There's a gainer though to Malafont. Back to,
Oh!
That was a nice throw to Connect, but sort of spun out of the hand. Fong had a go at it, couldn't reel it in either.
I think Connect will say that she was trying to pass it to Fong, and it was his fault.
Sutton with the disc. Looking up the line. Sends it through a stack of people. Back to Chu. About 4 cuts at once from UNSW. There we go to Norton. Hopefully can calm this offense down. Swings it across and back to Norton. Chu wants it in the end zone, doesn't get it. Nice flow here. Lamb with the disc. Back to Norton. There's a deep cut. Oh. Sutton knew before that one was blocked. It was just a little bit behind her.
She did give up on it a bit though, didn't she? I felt that she might have had another shot there.
We've got Norton on the mark. And Fong with the disc. Bringing it in on the sideline. Whole field to work. He fakes the flick. Fakes it again. Looking for his dump, who's not there. He's got to send it deep. Nick Holgate under it. Oh.
He fell into a hole before he got to that one.
Yeah, unfortunate there.
Reed walks away. That's a very good move.
The classic, give your team some time. This is an intense point. We've got Norton Slowly walking to the disc.
Here we
Sutton
go.
in the dump space.
Mr. of slow walks.
I respect it.
Baron von Pfaff is what I'll be calling Norton from now on.
Not many cuts straight away. Now we've got a good one under. Looking for the continuation, but it's not there. Belinda Lamb back to Norton. There's a pick called. Probably on Chu. The disc stays where it is.
Oh,
Wow, there is the layout block by Holgate. He's having a great point. We've got Fong with the disc. There's the hammer. Oh, and there's the goal. Holgate with a huge point. Making up for that misstep before. He's got the goal this time. He got the bookends. Pretty sure he had to snake Malafont for that goal, but do what you got to do to get those stats.
wow, it was great to watch. I got a sneaking feeling Sean Reid slowed down a little bit. Didn't know the defender was hot on him, as we can see in the replay. And then, as you say, double happiness.
Yeah, it looks like he actually got two hands on that and then it just slipped out from the pressure perhaps. Townsville are pumped on the sideline. They wanted that one.
This is a good game.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot of action.
Nice one, Chewy.
Chu contemplating the camera and his 15 seconds of fame.
Yep.
Oh, I get a hug from Kat Smith. How do you think the game's going, Kat?
Oh, this is thrilling to watch. No, I'm really excited to watch these guys. I think Townsville are going to win. I think I'm a bit biased, but I think we can safely say Townsville have it in the bag, and this is going to be a great pull by Phil English. It's probably going to go out, but it might go in. We'll see how it goes.
Wow, hot take there. Sidelines, anything to go by? Oh,
wow.
dear.
It's the commentator's curse. Thanks, Kat.
You called it.
Phil will know why that one went out. Dom Doe getting his dump to move up. I don't, because we're seeing Hollander in the space and he wants her out of there. But a great break throw. No,
Oh.
Didn't see the defender. She is absolutely stoked.
Cara Dugan smacking down.
Now Ray and Townsville are very quick to pounce on this. They want to move the disc early. They don't want to get bogged down. Need the reset. They're getting it now to Phil English. There's a stoppage. Wow. Straight off the brick mark. That was, I just don't think that Cara Dugan, she must have had the invisibility cloak on there. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch from DePerna. Ray with a disc. Very nice from Jacob. That was a hot one. He took it well. Townsville looking strong here. They're one throw away. DePerna gets it back to English. English puts the hammer up. Oh!
De Hollander with the
you
goal.
can't believe that.
Wow, the hammers are out today, people.
That was an amazing throw. Absolutely threaded the needle.
That vision, it looked like it would have been over about 10 people's heads. Hopefully we get another look. But De Hollander just too good.
So I don't think even De Hollander expected that one.
There's the block again. Oh, up and over.
That is a sweet hammer. You can. The defender puts the hands up.
Bernardino. Oh,
Can't believe it.
it's not the throw you expect to come for the goal. Pretty hard to defend against. Can't feel too bad about that one.
Okay, this is, I think, after a play like that, it's now on StubBaes. Can they hold on to their structure, their calmness, their composure in the face of some outrageous plays from the Townsville team?
Yeah, that's 2 in a row there for Townsville. So I think StubBaes will want to stop this streak, stop that momentum, get a few in the bank. We've got Artiga with the pull. Let's see if this one will stay in.
Well, I'm saying it's going to go out.
All right, place your bets.
Excellent.
Oh, no.
It's worked. No, it's worked. I wanted it to go in.
Wickrama fielding it to Jones. That's a nice around throw to Coma. Back to Wickrama. Looking for Jones. There's a bit of a poach on someone. There's an extra defender in the area. Sending it back to Jones. Back to Wickrama. And Jones again. Really working it through the handlers, not looking at the upfield options very much. K-Dang fakes the big. Back to Wickrama. Not making much ground, but looking pretty in control. Ooh, bit of contact there on Wickrama. Sends it to Jones instead. There's a backhand through that poach. Working it through now. Can Coma bring it down? She does. Out in front of Wickrama. K-Dang in heaps of space. He fakes it. Sends it to Jones instead. K-Dang still in space. Losing a few meters, but Kevin finally gets the disc. Wickrama really working hard, getting every second pass. Back to Jones. The downfield options just aren't quite on in this funny junkie look.
Jones
Wickrama
doing it.
points,
Yeah.
says where he wants his people to be. Jones behind him. We've got Lamb with the disc. Lamb sends a high one up to Kevin. Lucky he's in a lot of space. Wickrama gets it again, getting close now. I'd say about 5 meters out. Oh, there it is. Wickrama sends a nice low one.
And that was great play from Wickrama and Jones. I thought they both really anchored that offense.
Finds Michi Sano in the end zone for her first goal of the game.
Get the feeling though, Aaron, again, I just think Townsville just did a spectacular play to get the goal, right? Lots of energy, lots of amp up. Come out on man, on match. Come out on match defense. Instead, they came out on a zone, and it allowed StubBaes to really use their calmness and composure. It sort of facilitated that.
Yeah, definitely a lot of passes. They worked it up quite slowly. But, yeah, it looked like really nice clinical O there.
Right, we are at Galaxy Point.
Oh.
7-all.
So next point takes half. They get a break. I think the momentum of taking half can do a lot for a team. So they'll both be wanting to get this.
Especially with multiple breaks.
Yep.
Really, it's anyone's point. So who's your bet before it goes up? Who do you think's going to win this one, Aaron?
I'll put my money on the StubBaes.
Okay, I'm saying Townsville are going to win this one, so
We'll find out.
we'll see. Reed, the nice pull, gets it into the end zone. Fongers underneath it. That's to Perna, back to Fongers. It's a flat stack there from Townsville, but they get it right through the centre.
De Hollander.
De Hollander with the disc.
Oh,
great
Chu
grab.
wants it.
Jacob has been a great cutting machine for them. Now in the hands of Malafont, who sends it just in front of the receiver, Dugan. It wasn't a bad look, but I'm just not sure they needed it at that point.
Yeah, both teams really going for the hucks this game.
And I guess if that's your style, you stick with it. And StubBaes do have to work it all the way down against this athletic team. So this will be interesting. Now, see, Sean Reed, a little jog. That's what we like to see.
Wow.
He's a man on a mission. Fonga's marking. It's been a good matchup with those two. Oh, long cut straight away. Not paid. Jones now, she's been really solid for StubBaes. But lots of jinky jink. Fonga's doing a good job on the mark. Reed goes up, and that's a fantastic grab. Now he pumps it. Full of adrenaline. That's Daisy Wang couldn't get a hold of that one.
That was a huge grab. He got right up to take that one, and then maybe a little too excited. Wanted to get the assist as well.
The adrenaline was flowing, Aaron. All right, yeah, Kevin Thong. Hollander going deep. Looked at Thong as Caesar. She can't get there. Oh, she just stopped. She thought the disc wasn't coming. So she backed off of the cart and then looked up to see it heading her way. And that's a good matchup. Athletic Hollander versus the wily handler Jones.
Yeah, both have got a lot of speed.
Great cut. It's unfortunate. There, Belinda Lamb just bouncing off the chest. Now Townsville with a chance on a short field. Phil English with a disc. Oh, good hands there from Skelly. Gets it across to Fong. He centers, that's a smart move. English. Oh, it steps back.
Wow, there it is.
Breakthrough to Kevin Fong. And that's half. I would love to see that again. Have a look at his balance on the breakthrough. He uses the height there, Aaron. Watch this. Oh, this is a great grab there.
Yeah, by her fingertips to Perna.
Yeah, Fonga's center's really smart move. English looks to see if he's got an open shot, but everyone's already there. Leans back, really balanced, and hits Thong on the breakthrough. Very hard to stop.
Wow, there you go. So Townsville take half. You were right, Greenie.
Yep, 1-0 up. Don't forget it.
Okay, well, while they have a break, we will also have a break. Don't go anywhere. Heaps more action in this tight game. StubBaes versus Townsville. We'll be back soon. same again. All right, welcome back to the Australian Mixed Ultimate Championships Division 2. We are here in beautiful Nelson Bay, and we have a very exciting game on our hands. We've got StubBaes from Sydney going up against Townsville Chemical X. Townsville just took half, and they're going again. Here comes the pull from Malafont. And
Wow.
It's good. It goes all the way down to the back of the end zone. Will it stay in?
That was odd.
I think that might have been a brick, but they just walked it back in, and they've started going there in the back of the end zone. This is dangerous for StubBaes. Luckily, it's in the hands of Wickramer now.
Yeah, maybe they wanted that. Stretch the offense out, I'm not sure.
Yeah, get it moving quickly. There could be a case for that. Back to Wickramer. There's a deep cut happening, and he sends it. Tom Ho underneath. Oh, dear. He got a hand to it, but that was a pretty hard grab.
Good pressure from Jones. Oh, gee, that was on too, Aaron.
Yeah, that was a great, nice early cut. All right, we've got Connect walking to the disc. Malafont with the disc, sorry. Connect in the dump space. And he's sent it long as well. He's got De Hollander there. Just through the hands. That was a really nice cut by her.
Timed that perfectly off the static thrower. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Did she get a hand on that?
I don't think so. I think it just slipped right through. It was coming in at quite an angle. We've got Norton going towards the disc.
So Bernardino there, I think she might have just got a hand. So this is a good matchup with her and Hollander.
Yeah. Dondo takes a nice high grab. A nice inside flick there, but it's just over the head of the receiver.
And Stubby's a little bit anxious coming out in this second half. Not what we've seen in the first half from him.
Malafont walking back to the disc again. We've got a flick force here by StubBaes. Nothing on up the line, so swings to Connect. She gets a hand to it, but can't reel that one in. Rachel Jeffrey. So we're at about the halfway mark. Dondo walking towards the disc. Sideline is pumped, wanting to get this block. Dondo sends a big flick up the line. Got Wickramer underneath it.
Oh.
And there it is. A nice, easy goal. That's the connection that StubBaes were looking for. And they've equalised. It is now 8-all.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better throw as a receiver. And, in fact, the defender there, Daniel Jacob, applauding that one. We'll get to see it again on the replay.
Few
Didn't
fakes,
have a lot.
and then just goes for it.
And he managed to trail right along the edge of the end zone onto the chest. Jacob having no chance whatsoever. No, I don't know.
That outside in shape on that throw was the key to that, to get right around the defender there of Daniel Jacob, who was hot on his heels, but just too good. Let's see if Townsville can break the momentum here and get another one on the board, or if UNSW might go for a run.
Yeah, you get the feeling with these teams that any point could be anyone's point. You know, they're not holding consistently, so it's really who plays the best ultimate during the point.
Absolutely. This is quite an even matchup. Neither team looking particularly dominant.
Right. Ray, the disc, gets it to English. And look at them. Townsville looking very calm here, walking around. And if the pass goes up.
Oh.
So Reed with the D there, read that very well and came across quickly. And here's the chance for StubBaes. There's good switching downfield. It was a downtown shutdown. The hut goes up. Oh, into the hands of Gilbert. And that's a break.
That was some clinical offense, just putting it straight to him.
That was a really good throw. Not the easiest, but hit him in stride. And I don't think he even knew it was coming to him when the throw went up.
Yeah, let's see that. Can't see the cut, but he had heaps of space by the time it got there. Oh, defense maybe just on the wrong side of him. Weren't expecting throw to go onto that break side.
I felt the defender there, yeah, felt they'd done enough.
Yeah.
And so was sort of going on to coastal mode.
So that's 2 in a row there for UNSW.
Yeah. The ones have seemed to have come out a half better.
Yeah, whatever they said in that halftime talk seems to have worked.
Well, we were sort of around the Townsville huddle who were closest to here in the commentary, and it was a lot looser. I think there's a lot more concerted discussion going on in StubBaes, and it seems to have worked for Townsville.
Got a few of the big StubBaes players having a point off. We've got Reed with the pull. Up it goes to about the front of the end zone. Got Arteaga fielding it. A few little movements, not so much happening to English. And he sends the flick. We've got a few underneath it. Oh, but it's just not enough to the middle of the field. It sort of hugs that sideline a bit too much and no one can quite get there.
You see every time English gets the disc, he's looking to see where Hollander is downfield and trying to huck it to her.
She seems to be the receiver of choice. Malafont also in the area. And he is now on the mark while Chu has the disc. There's a nice early cut there from Chan, but not on.
In trouble here.
Yeah, has to find a fill. Luckily, Reed is there for that big swing. Oh, and he hucks it. Should have known he would. We've got Kiki underneath it. Oh, no. Got a hand to it, but just couldn't close the fingers on it. A nice bid there from Chu, but he also couldn't quite get it. Malafont with the disc. A nice gainer there. Not much happening. Looking for Malafont again, who does some nice work in the dump space, but then just drops it. That hurts when you've worked hard for it.
I don't think Malafont could believe that.
No.
Such a athletic talent.
Short field turn, Reed with the disc. He sends it quite big. Oh, Emily Sutton. She is unstoppable this game. There is another goal. That is her 4th.
Who else?
Who else?
And you know what? It was the timing of her cut. And they've got such confidence in her, they're willing to put it over a defender. You know, that wasn't an easy throw.
Absolutely.
Now, here's the huck. I felt that this was going to be a completion here. Let's have a look.
She had the legs. I think it just tailed off at the last second.
Oh,
Oh,
just
through both hands. Nice bid by Chu.
She had the crocodile arms up, but didn't close them.
Oh, Malafont is going to want to make up for that. Here's the huck over the top. Just so much space. Going up confidently with one hand. What a receiver.
Sutton, official goal sneak
Yep.
on 4.
Not too tall, but just making up for it with beautiful read on every disc.
Hollander have to come on late to the field. She was looking forward to some time off and a drink, but it's four girls on this point.
StubBaes on a bit of a run. They've just gotten 3 in a row since half. Townsville took half but haven't scored again since, so they're going to want to get one on the board.
All right. That's a good-looking pull. Where's this going to end up? In the end zone. That's connect to Ray. Gets it to Hollander. Might have started to cut a little bit early. We're seeing another force flick zone here from StubBaes. This won't bother Ray whatsoever. Hollander there for another pop. Another leading flick down the line to Jacob. Back in the hands of Ray. Just misread where Hollander was there. It was a little miscommunication, puts an upside down throw up, and it's a turn. So now, Townsville. And look at this, Will Norton walking slowly up to this again. Jessica Jones needs a reset, provided there by Doe. Doe gets it to Ningen. Back to Doe. Working it nicely here. Looking very composed. Inside out shot from Norton. Very nice. Sets up. Oh.
Wow.
You know what? That was fantastic defense from Ray there. A captain's knock. That was a really good cut from Tom Ho. Continuation from the break throw. That's not easy as a defender to be there for that shot because you're protecting the open side. But Townsville are back in their end zone, needing to score here to stay within one. And we're seeing Dugan getting some separation. It's going to be a tempting target, although Norton's ready to pounce on that. Overhead to Hollander. They've swung it across the field. This is good. Oh.
Tondo saw that one coming a mile away.
He did. Oh, that was interesting. Doe finally gets the cut off. Dugan, who was deep, finally gets back onto the mark.
Jones. Oh.
Well, we are seeing some fantastic defense from Townsville on their goal line. Their athleticism is keeping them in this game, but their composure is hurting them. What's going to work, athleticism or composure?
There's
and we've got a timeout.
Called.
Gee, Aaron, what do you see there in that passage?
Wow, yeah, that StubBaes zone is actually working pretty effectively. They're having to resort to a few hammers and dodgy throws over the top. Some of them are coming off, but they are getting those short field turns.
Yep. It's just feel that this is a good move from StubBaes. So I think the zone's really working for StubBaes because it's making Townsville, who just want to use their athleticism, throw a lot more passes. On the flip side, it's not a good move from StubBaes to try the zone because that's exactly what StubBaes want. Nice, composed, take your time, go through the hands, trust everyone on the team. So we're at a really critical part of the game here, Aaron. 10-8 to StubBaes. And look at the difference here. If Townsville get this, they're in one. Otherwise, it's a 3-point break.
Yeah, and if UNSW get this one, they're on a 4-point run, which can really hurt morale for this Townsville side.
And we're pretty much out of time.
Yeah. StubBaes doing some great work, but this point, especially Townsville have just turned on the D. They're getting those blocks on the goal line on options that are maybe a little bit rushed by StubBaes.
Okay, this is basically it. This play here is going to determine the game, is my feeling.
Yep. We've got Townsville on offense, whole field to work against this StubBaes zone if they choose to stick with it. And it looks like they have.
Oh, why wouldn't you, eh?
Yep.
Okay, so we've got Artiga, the captain. The disc is in his hands and potentially the game. Hammer, good start. They can get it straight to Jacob. Oh, almost D'd there by Jones.
Oh.
A rushed pass.
De Hollander couldn't get it to connect.
Connect was looking to go up the line and they failed to connect.
A leisurely stroll to the disc as the Hooter
Oh,
has
then he
just
races
gone.
up.
Oh.
Oh, I tried to catch him off guard. There's the break.
Oh, wow.
Ray, the captain.
Jones working hard, but Artiga just saw that one coming, got in there for the block.
He raced off deep, but then realised he needed to come back to the disc. He has got to anchor this offense. This is it. Townsville, I know that how important this goal is, but it's been in front of the receiver there. And Connect once again, probably feeling that she is hard done by there as a receiver. Doe with the disc. Good cut across the field. That's a good spread look for StubBaes.
Oh, pick called. Get those hands up, the muscle signal. They'll have a bit of a chat about it, whether it affected, when it might have been called.
Lamb not wanting to give that disc up.
No.
But it's going to come back to Doe. All right, this is backs against the wall stuff for Townsville. They've managed to get 2 blocks in this zone. There's a shot to the end zone.
Ho with the goal. And he's happy about that little sneaky spike.
Oh, and I feel for the captain who was marking Ho in that instance. That was a really, really good throw. Doe to Ho.
That connection. Yeah, let's have another look at that. Oh, this is the first block. Jones had been working so hard in the dump space before that. Just couldn't get it. And here's the goal. Ho goes up high, checks his feet, spikes it. You'd be happy with that one.
Oh, you would. So now, as we talked about, we've got a 3-point break here. We're at time. So now it's up to Townsville. We've got to plug this one in for starters, and then they just need to keep scoring.
Yep, I believe it's game to 12 now because the hooter went in that point. So Townsville definitely still in it if they can really turn it on. But I have to say the StubBaes are looking pretty strong at this stage.
Yeah, first things first. Townsville need to plug this one in.
Yeah, we've got 2 with the pull. This goes up very high, possibly slightly shorter than StubBaes would have wanted. Oh, and it's out as well. That's unfortunate. Got Deperna picking up. I think she'll brick that. Yep, she's bringing it into the center, marked by Jones. We've got Kevin Dang deepest. Nice big mark. Not too many options for Deperna. She's calling for it. She sends one. Oh, and Kevin Dang might have got a hand to it, but he got the block either way. I think a pick was called. Lots of excitement.
Okay, well, that didn't appear to affect the play.
I wouldn't think so, but we do have game advisors on hand for another opinion.
Okay.
And the turn stands. Okay. We've got Wickramer walking slowly
Can
to
he
the
walk
disc.
any slower?
He could try. Chu goes deep. Chu gets the goal. And I think that's game. Yep, shaking hands. What a way to finish it.
Wow.
Wow, the boys just punching it in. That connection too good for Townsville this time.
Yeah. What was a tight game throughout, but in the end, composure and structure winning that one, Aaron.
Yep, no goals actually scored by Townsville in that second half. It was just StubBaes who dominated.
And that's the danger of the 70-minute game. You do pace yourself as a player. When you're used to playing 90 minutes and then suddenly you're playing 70, it can sneak up on you, the time cap.
Absolutely.
But a fantastic game. I really enjoyed it, and I'm loving watching Townsville. They're a very exciting team playing with a lot of athleticism. But what they need to do, focus on for the rest of this tournament, is some composure with the disc.
Absolutely. Exciting to see where both teams go. Alrighty, all done here, but there's plenty more action from the Australian Mixed Ultimate Championships Division 2 this weekend. We'll see you next game.
Alti.tv